know, maybe I need to explore, like, what is it that I think I'm missing by not having a boyfriend? Like, what am I trying to achieve or put into my life? A boy. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, physical stuff that I'm missing, that I'm wanting. But also, like, no, it's, like, all childhood trauma, I guess. It's, like, I really want to flee the nest in the sense of, like, my family tree, they say apples don't fall far, but, like, this apple wants to fall off the tree and roll away to the next meadow because I don't want to be what my family was. And I, like, really badly want to get away and kind of, like, put up my walls in my fortress and, like, have my own family and not need their interaction or their attention or their approval or their affection because it's like I want to have my own. I want to be like, I am self-sustaining because I have found people. I've made a family. I took a family that didn't always feel like a family and I fucking made one. I made my own. I know a lot of people find that through friends and I haven't. And I know a lot of people find that through boyfriends and girlfriends and I haven't. And to be honest, my plans for the next 5 years include foster care and adoption because I want to make my own family. I want to live in my own family. I want to exist in a family. And, like, I want... this apple wants to roll, okay? And I think this is maybe getting too real. This is a lot. But I think a lot of what I'm seeking out of a relationship or out of a significant other has always been that I want to feel safe in a way that I did not feel safe when I was growing up. And even as I was a grown-up, I did not feel safe in the family that I was in and in the relationships that I had. I didn't feel safe. And there's, like, this part of me, maybe this, and, like, I don't know if that's right to ask from somebody because it's, like, maybe that's not a realistic expectation to have from a boyfriend. Maybe that's a lot. I know that's a lot, but also, like, who doesn't want to feel safe with their significant other? And if being with somebody who makes me feel safe can, like, speak to the broken child inside of me, like, shouldn't that be a good thing? I don't know. But, I don't know, man. I feel like there's part of me that's still trying to get out and still trying to escape and still trying to get somewhere safe and still trying to find somebody safe. And this is probably just my daddy issues, like, coming through, which I don't even know how to separate myself from my daddy issues anymore because it's like I feel like I am my issues. I feel like they're so intertwined that, like, I can't even... How do you pull them apart at this point? It's not like a twizzler. Like, I am my issues, and my issues are me. It's so ingrained. It's so a part of me that, like, all the relationships I seek out, I'm trying to find somebody who's, like, this haven and this safety and, like, who can protect me. It's like, I want somebody, okay, this is going to get really real. I have daddy issues for a reason. And, like, the kind of guy that I want to be with, not that this will ever come up again, not that this will ever, like, fix anything that ever happened to me, not that it's ever going to have stopped anything, and, like, I will never put myself in a situation again where I can be hurt like I was hurt growing up by this person, but I feel like the relationships I seek, like, my inner child or, like, this damaged part of me is trying to find someone who can protect me still, and, like, I'm very attracted to, like, the tough guy, like, the protective guy, the guy who, I don't know, I've dated guys in the military, guys who wanted to be cops. Like, I'm very much into that particular kind of guy. And it's like, I want somebody who sees what I saw about my family and about my childhood and about my past. Because I was made to believe growing up that I was crazy for thinking it was abusive, and that I was abusive and a liar for saying it was abusive, and that everything they did to me and everything they said to me was completely normal and it was okay, and in fact it was love, and guess what? In fact it wasn't love, but I didn't know that because nobody ever took the time to to tell me that. Nobody ever taught me what love was. Nobody ever showed me what love was. And they all just believed the manipulation and believed the lies and believed the abuse and then called it love. So when I went out to find love, I found and I searched for the same kind of abuse and the same kind of language and the same kind of relationships that I had grown up in. And like, I didn't know that that was wrong. I thought I was in love. Because when they talk down to you, it's because they love you. And when they hurt you, they love you. And when they degrade you and they move on from you and they just dump you in the trash and you're worth nothing, they love you. It wasn't love. And it's still not love. And I feel like even at 25, I'm the same sad kid just trying to find somebody to love them. And it's like, shit, it's like I want to prove to the world that I can be loved. It's like I have some big thing to prove to myself. That's like, you are worth love. Somebody does care that you exist and that you're here, and somebody is going to want to have you. It's like I want a mission, a life's mission to be like, to matter. So it's quite the productive drive to work. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I have to deal with on my own, separate from all this. I don't know if I can just know that about myself and understand that and be kind and soft to myself and try to keep it in mind as I try to navigate dating and be like, because is that who I am? Can I twizzler apart these issues? Can I be separate from these daddy issues, or is that who I am? Is somebody who needs to prove to herself that she can be loved and valued by somebody, by a man. It's always by a man. And I know why. It's because my dad never cared about me. My dad never valued me. My dad never respected me. And then called that love. It's like I want some mission to like make people love me. I'm such a people pleaser. I know that's where that stems from too. I'm such a people pleaser, but it's like all of these guys that I wasn't actually interested in. I'm trying so hard to capture their interest and their affection because it's like I want people to want me because I was never wanted. And it's like, okay, what a cruel irony that all I want is to be wanted, and in doing that and in trying to be this desirable person that everybody wants and people like to have around and they love, I'm not making these real connections. I'm not making true friendships. I'm not finding relationships where they actually want me. I'm reading between the lines. I'm forcing it. I'm asking for it. I'm so screwed up. I'm so screwed up. And that's why I can't get a boyfriend. What should dating be about? Not these things, right? Can I date like this? Is there a way for me to deal with these issues and then come back to dating and try it from a better place? Or is this who I am? It's like I have worked so hard in my adult life to be that apple that rolls so far from the tree. I worked so hard. I'd say it literally took me until like age 20 to realize, like, to actually acknowledge and believe the abuse that happened in my childhood home. Like, because for so long I believed them saying that it didn't happen, that that's not what it was, that you're misremembering, that it wasn't that bad, that everybody's like this, everybody fights, everybody does this, he loves you. I believe that the longest out of all of my siblings, they all figured it out and got out so much quicker than I did. And I just continued to buy into it and to believe it because I was stupid, because the abuse works and the psychological control works. And so it took me until like 20, literally 20, maybe even later, probably after college. I don't even know. I graduated at 21. I graduated at 21. I think it took me that long to be able to stand back and be like, this freaking sucks. And this isn't love, and this isn't right, and this isn't what I want. And since then, I've worked so hard to be the apple that rolls so far away from the tree. Like, I want to be in a whole other orchard. I want to be on a whole other continent. Like, pack me up in a box and ship me to a different country. Import me, because I'm not staying in my orchard. I'm a rolling apple. I worked really hard to get myself out of that situation, and it was really hard. It was an extremely hard thing to do. It cost a lot of money. I cried so much during that process. It was so hard to set these boundaries and do these things because I could recognize, like, nobody's coming for me. It's not like a fairy tale. I think I believed that a lot as a teenager just because, like, what else do you do when you're, like, 16 years old except, especially during, like, the Twilight crazes and everything, what do you do except wish that somebody could get you out of this and that, like, somebody would fall in love with you and start this different life with you. That's what I did as a teenager. And, like, then as an adult, I was like, nobody's coming. There's nobody coming. You are the only one here for yourself. You have to get yourself out. And so I've gotten myself out in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of ways, too, that I'm continuing to work on getting myself out. I'm not in the clear. I haven't been, exported to the different country. This apple can still see that orchard. But I'm not where I was. And so it's not like I'm looking for somebody to literally come in and save me from it all and sweep me away from it all, because I don't need that. I'm not there anymore. I'm not trapped and I'm not helpless, and I don't rely on other people like that. Anyway, it's just part of me just wants somebody, I guess, still, because the trauma was such a big deal in my life. Everybody always says, like, why are you so hyper-focused on it? And it's like, or sensitive, too, about it. And it's like, well, it was a big deal that it happened, okay? And, like, I guess I just still want somebody who sees what I saw instead of people who deny that it happened or deny that, like, it was what it was. I want people who call it like it is. I want somebody to understand, like, what I went through. And, like, I want to be able to be truthful about it, because to this day, I have never told anybody in my life about the stuff that happened there. Like, I've never been able to. I've never been able to for a multitude of reasons. But, like, I want to be able to look at somebody in the eye and say, here's what happened to me, here's what this person did to me. Like, it wasn't okay and I got away from it, and I'm a strong person for doing that. But also, like, I want you to be here with me because I want that to never happen again. I don't want to ever be looked at like that again, or spoken to like that again, or treated like that again. Like, I just want somebody who agrees, who doesn't say I'm crazy about it, and I still want somebody that, like, is a safe spot. And, like, it's weird because it's like the fire is already out, so there's not a fire to protect me from, but, like, it's still burned and things are still burned inside of me, and, like, I still want somebody who can protect me from that, because I don't want those flames to ever ignite again. And, like, I just want a safe spot. And I don't know if the reason why I want that out of a relationship is because of its daddy issues. Is like, did that create, that I want it from a man and I'm straight, so I'm looking for it from my romantic relationship? Would I be seeking it from somebody else, or like a different source in a different way? If I had mom issues, I don't know. This has been a lot, and I feel like I've gained some understanding, but also, like, I don't know where to go from here, man. That being said, we're done with Jesse. We should not text Antonio. We should be single forever and just be an apple. And I feel lonely. It's like I just want somebody to talk to. I just want somebody to be part of my day and part of my life. And, like, there's nobody. I don't really know what to do with that, man. Kind of freaking sucks. But also, like, maybe that's the best thing for a damaged person like me. I don't know. How many of you guys are dating with, like, some kind of damaged goods and difficult past? And did you have to get over it? Were you able to leap those hurdles and get into a healthy relationship apart from those? Could you twizzler them apart? Or, like, am I my issues? Are we the same thing? Is this how I'm always going to be? Am I always going to want this, like, protective, like, stand between me and the bad guy, take care of you, nurture you, like, kind of guy? Is that, like, that kind of screws with my head that that's the kind of guy that I want, because it's like, I know why I want it is because I was never taken care of as a kid, and, like, my dad was the freaking worst, and I'm just seeking out the things that I did not have. Like, it's so clear, it's so textbook, it's so obvious. It's not even, like, creative damage or drama. But I don't know, like, it kind of screws with my head. It makes me mad that I want that, because I wish he had no influence on me. I wish that, like, I could just want what I want because I want it and not because it's in response to stuff he did or didn't do. But, like, I have no control over that. Like, this is who I am right now. And, like, that person still needs love. But think about that. It's like, do I have to wait for love and affection in a relationship until I'm all healed and perfect? Because that's never freaking going to happen, number one. Number two, I want love right now. Like, this part of me, this stage of me still wants love. I don't know what to do with any of that. Not that it matters, because I'm still single, so I gotta go in for my shift. And I basically lost my voice anyways. So we'll go spiral about this some more later. I don't know. Bye, guys.